All right, now I'm going to give you a little bit of a global perspective on why a coin like XRP is going to have its day in the sun with countries that are not tied to the United States. Right now, Russia and China are in the process of doing something that, if for the untrained eye, they would not even pay attention to it. But if you got one of those brains and you start looking at something, you'll see something. Like I saw something. China is fast manufacturing ice-breaking cargo container vessels, sea ships that can carry oil and cargo with ice-breaking capabilities. The other country that's doing that right now is Russia. Russia's doing the same thing. So you wonder, so wait a minute, they're going to start having these ships to crush ice, break ice. Why? Children, you're hearing it here for the first time. I don't know when you're going to hear it next, or it's out there, or when it comes out there, but when it does, you just remember the guy in the hoodie that told you this. I believe that Russia and China have established a new trade route through Antarctica. I think they're going to be bringing back and forth from Asia to Russia, fuel from one side, and cargo back and forth, short distance. And it goes over waters that they basically control. Saudi Arabia has the pact now with Russia. They're getting closer to it. They established also a trade pact relationship to trade, obviously, oil for yuan, or you can say digital yuan. What can facilitate all that transfer of money? Because think about it, the United States was not going to be a part of that. So what's the only way they can move that money back and forth seamlessly? You understand what I'm trying to tell you? The technology of Ripple and that ledger has already been identified by the major Russian banks. Okay? The Middle East has already adopted Ripple in 7 ways to Sunday. They're just going to start implementing it completely. They've already done some sales on it. That new trade route, I don't think anybody's looking at it. But if Middle Eastern oil goes through Russia and heads over to Asia via the Antarctica route, which is shorter, and Russia could secure it, same thing with China, because now they got those ice-breaking vessels, remember? How do you think they're going to move the value back and forth? I know that has people in D.C., their assholes tightened up like this. They no longer need the Panama Canal. They don't need to go south around through Chile, nothing like that. They don't even have to be in the Atlantic. They just go right over. Think about that. They just deleted the United States out of the entire process. And a technology like Ripple is right in the middle of it, whether you want to see it or not. Because what else? What else are they going to use for cross-border settlement that's not connected to any government? That's already recognized by all the major heads, IMF, European Central Bank, a bunch of the central banks in Asia, the Middle East, Antarctica, the new trade route. Fact check me when you hear this.